What's up, YouTube? Adam here, aka Eclipse, coming to you with another weekly haul. This is actually take two of this video. The first one I filmed got corrupted somehow, but it's probably for the best since I was filming it during Game 7 of the World Series and my attention was a little divided between the video and the game. So, plus that video got a little long-winded. I tried to cover my weekly haul from the LCS plus a back issue haul from Midtown, and I think it was just too many books to cover in one video. So we're going to go through just the ones I got from my LCS and then cover the back issues from Midtown and also some books maybe that I got from my comic shop in another video. So anyway, this is what I picked up from my local shop for November 2nd, 2016. The first one is Cyborg number 4. I've really enjoyed Cyborg. I think it's a pretty good story. I think the art is pretty decent. It's great that the DC books are $2.99, although I think they have a few too many ads. It's hard to flip more than a couple pages without getting an ad. A couple pages if you're lucky. So, but I thought overall this book is pretty good. Unfortunately, I will probably be dropping this book soon. I pick up about 10 books a week, which adds up to quite a bit during the month. So probably going to have to make some cutbacks somewhere to be able to pick up or continue to pick up some back issues. But for the most part, I think this is pretty good. I haven't read this issue yet. I'm hoping to catch up on most of these books this weekend. This week's been pretty hectic with taking care of the dog and watching the games and whatnot. So anyway, this is Cyborg number 4. I think it's the A cover. So next we have Batman number 10. Hope the glare isn't too bad on this. I'm experimenting with some lighting and trying to get the glare a little bit better off the Mylar. I'll do my best to get a better backdrop for you guys going forward. So, but again, I've been loving the Batman story. This is I Am Suicide. I believe this is part 2. Again, this is the A cover. What can I say? Batman is my favorite superhero. No superpowers, just a regular dude. And I really enjoy that. So, I've liked the story so far. I haven't been picking up Detective Comics, but should be getting into that soon. Hopefully, may try that out. Next, we have Rough Riders number 7 from Aftershock Comics. Don't know who all's reading this. I'm a bit of a history buff, and while this isn't a historical story, it does involve historical characters. You've got FDR, or excuse me, not FDR, Teddy Roosevelt, Harry Houdini, Annie Oakley. So you've got some historical characters in the story in a fictional setting. Really enjoyed it. The art's awesome. The story's pretty good. I got turned on to this book probably a couple of months ago watching JLS Comic Conversation on Tuesday nights. They had one of the guys from Aftershocks Comics on who's responsible for Black Eyed Kids. And when I saw that, started looking up some of the other stuff that publisher is putting out. And this is one of them. So again, really enjoyed it. This is number 7. If you're not checking it out, it'd be worth a read. My guess is this is 7, so probably you'll be seeing, I think Image does, I'm not sure if Image does 5 or 6 issues in their trades. So there'll probably be a trade of this coming out pretty soon if you want to do that. So, but good stuff. Next we have Eclipse number 1. Image is probably my favorite publisher. I pick up most of the Image number 1s. So far, I've thought this is pretty good. Basically, we're set in kind of a post-apocalyptic world, I guess, where the sun will kill you and people live underground, and now we're trying to solve a murder mystery amidst that setting. So, thought this was pretty good. I don't know how long I'll continue it. I'm not 100% sure if this is a limited series or if it's going to go as planned as an ongoing book. But I'll probably give it another 5 or 6 issues. See what's happening, see how I'm feeling it, and then we'll go on from there. Here we have Death of X number 3, and to be quite honest, this book is terrible. It's really slow. The story is just not that engaging. really the only reason I picked it up is because I had the first two, and I know it's a 4-issue series, so I figured I might as well get the last two. Um, what can I say? It's not that good. I did want one of the other covers for this book. There's a second cover with I think it's some of the X-Men and a dog that are all on the cover as skeletons. I believe I heard Strictly Comics say, I'll have to go back and look at this, that it's a cover swipe from another book. Maybe a Marvel Presents, Marvel Premiere. I'm not exactly sure. It looked a lot better, but unfortunately my shop didn't have it. So this is what I ended up with. I'll check it out this weekend, but if you're not already picking up Death of X, then just don't worry about it. Next we have Animosity number 3. Animosity is great. Kind of a dark but humorous story. The art's really good. Kind of what happens when animals wake up and start having a consciousness. Again, I learned about this book through hearing about Black Eyed Kids and then seeking out what else Aftershock had going on. But I've really enjoyed it so far. Also, there was a variant cover for this. There's been several shops who have put out first/second prints, however you treat those shops who do special covers for these after the fact. But there was a retailer, like a regular second variant of this, I believe it was a 1 in 10, that I wanted to pick up. Unfortunately, when I asked my shop about it, they informed me that I am the only person at that shop picking out Animosity. So obviously there was no 1 in 10 to be had. I don't know if I'll go back and get that at a later date. It was a really sweet cover. I'm not sure what kind of premium that's pulling right now or how available it'll be. So we'll just see what happens. I have several of the variants for number 1. So I may just continue on with the story as it is for now and not worry about those. But again, if you're not reading Animosity, if you're a post-apocalyptic story person, if you're an animal lover, any of those, I think you'll enjoy this book. And again, the story and the art are great. Next, we have Unworthy Thor number 1. Now, I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail about this book simply because it's something that people have been looking forward to for quite a while. I'm guessing there will be an abundance of people doing in-depth reviews of this book and going into all sorts of details. So there's no real need for me to do that for you guys. But basically it's, so Thor's been replaced, can no longer pick up his hammer, so it's the story of Odin's son coming back and what's going on with him. So I'm looking forward to reading it this weekend, kind of checking it out. Also, I'm subscribing to Marvel now, at least for a couple months, so I'm hoping to go back and read some of the backstory of some of the Thor that I may have missed. This book, Spook House number 1, I don't think this came out this week. I think it was actually a book from last week, but my shop had a bunch of them, so I went ahead and picked it up. And the main thing that drew me to this was the fact that it's Eric Powell, but at the top it says Scary Story for Kids. Now, I'm not sure how familiar everybody is with Eric Powell. He does some really, really awesome books. Hillbilly, Goon, Big Man Plans. I wasn't really crazy about that. It was okay, but it's one of his as well. But Eric Powell's books are very graphic, very violent, and I wasn't really exactly sure how that translated into scary stories for kids. I can't really think of a Eric Powell book being for kids, but anyway, it just that kind of strange mix drew me to this book. So I figure I'll check it out. Plus the cover art's pretty cool. I think it's kind of funny. You got some monsters hiding here in the shadows and some eyeballs and stuff while you got the kid eyeballing the chocolate bar being baited for him there. So we'll check it out and see how it goes. Here we have Motor Girl number 1. Now, I didn't know a whole lot about this book before I picked it up. I've done a little bit of reading about it online since I grabbed it. I guess the basic premise of it is the main character here runs a repair shop, garage, and she comes to the aid of some aliens who spaceship is broken down, and once she fixes them and gets them on her way, uh, word starts to spread, and she kind of becomes the go-to for mechanic for aliens in need, which draws the attention of some government agents. So I don't know. I've heard there's a little bit of hype about this book. I'm not sure because I read some stuff online, some posts about people posting that they ordered 20 copies and their shop only got 2 or limited them to 1, stuff like that. I'm not going to get into the whole, speculating and how that affects, would-be artists or, not would-be artists, that's the wrong word, but aspiring artists, and, how that affects the number 1 sales and what that does to number 2 sales and all that. But anyway, I'm looking forward to checking it out, and you never know. My shop had a bunch of them, so if I go back there this weekend, I'm not super speculator, but if they have a few more left, I may grab another copy just to see what happens, and have. So, but anyway, looking forward to reading that. And the last book that I've been waiting for quite some time, probably the one I was most excited about for this week's haul, is Southern Bastards number 15. This story is awesome, and it's been on hiatus for quite a while, so I'm super glad to see it back. We have Earl Tubbs' daughter coming back for some retribution for what happened to her dad. So this comic is set in Alabama amidst a football team and some corruption with their coach. If you like football, mayhem, murder, you can't really go wrong with this book. It's just a great story, gritty art, really a must pick up. The first 14 issues are available. I believe it's 3 trades. So if you're not pulling the individual issues, go grab the trades, catch up on it, and then start fresh with this book. But super duper good. I cannot more highly recommend this. So anyway, that's it for my weekly pull from the LCS, and I'll be doing a couple more videos shortly, again with some back issue hauls from Midtown and my comic shop. So appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, comment below. I'll be sure to get back to you if you comment. And yeah, thanks for checking it out, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.